So the weekend comes, and I'm trying to, you know, going about life, dealing with my job, dealing with the people that's at my job, and TT ends up asking me, because I ended up sending her the pictures, and she keeps asking me, like, she was like, did you have, and she was like, how you feeling with the BBL? How's everything going? I was like, oh, everything's good. You know, I'm back to normal and stuff like that. And she was like, you know, you could have had my friend, mind you, the one that that I went to her birthday party, the one that gave me a dirty look. She was like, oh, you could have had my friend, you could have hired her, because, you know, she took good care of her daughter when she had her BBL. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I was thinking about that, but then I was like, you know, by then it was like I already got it done, and, you know, I was already starting to heal, so I was not really needing that anymore. So then she goes, well, you know, if you ever want to talk to her about anything with regarding the BBL, she'll inform you. So I was like, okay, no problem. So then a couple of days later, she asked me how I'm doing, the spill, how's everybody doing? I was like, good. She was like, well, so did you want me to give my friend your number so she can call, so you could talk to her about the BBL? And I'm like, I just told you. Like, what? Girl, what is wrong with you? So automatically I was like, now I'm really standoffish, because one, I already felt the vibe she was sending me when I was at her birthday party, and now you pushing her on me. Like, what is your problem and what is her problem? And I was like, no, when I need to ask her some question, I'll tell you to give her my number, and then I'll ask her. But right now I'm good. I don't have I'm not having any complications. I'm not having any problems, so I don't have no questions. What the fuck is wrong with you? So I guess she got offended when I said it like that, because at the end of the day, like, I'm telling you, I'll let you know if I need her advice or I need her help or something like that. So she already got her feelings, so she didn't hit me up anymore. So it comes to, so the whole thing with Donovan, before I ended up cutting him completely off. So I tried to see if, the psychic was saying the truth or whatever. So I called him. I'm like, do you have a wife or girlfriend or whatever? And he's like, no, this is my third time asking him. He's like, no, I don't. I'm telling you, you came to my apartment. I showed you, like, I'm single. Why you keep asking me? So I was like, well, because it seems like I'm being put in situations of people thinking that I'm messing with, I'm talking to their husbands or their significant other, their boyfriend. So I want to make sure that there's nobody that you're talking to. And he was like, no, there's nobody that I'm talking to or with or anything like that. And then I said, okay. And then I hung up. And then like a couple of days later, I ended up like texting him this whole paragraph, like, you know, like, what are we, what, you know, asking him, like, it seems like you're not ready for a relationship. Now I'm letting you know, like, yeah, I don't think we should talk anymore, because I work too much on myself to be getting played with like that. And I'm not giving somebody the opportunity who really wants to start something serious with me a chance, because we're still messing around. And then he was like, he understands, but he wanted us to still be friends. And I'm like, no, why are we still gonna be friends? Like, I didn't understand why people wanted to still be friends with me when I would cut off with it, when I would cut, you know, ties with him or whatever. And then he says, like, he's like, don't play with me, you know, I'm gonna be stalking you outside your bushes or whatever. And I was like, really, I'm not playing, like, I'm not joking with you, because he put a laughing emoji on at the end of it to make it seem like he was joking. So he was like, oh, I'm gonna be watching you through your bushes, don't play with me, you know I'm crazy. And I'm like, not taking him seriously, but I'm like, you're joking, like, now I'm serious. Like, if there's nothing going past what we're doing right now, we don't need to talk to each other. Then he says, okay, well, you have to do what you have to do. I say, well, goddamn. Okay. All right. So I cut him off. But at this point, I already was slowing down talking to PR because, like I said, we was Devon. I was still talking and messing around until I got that last reading from the psychic. That's when I completely just cut everything off with him, because if you got somebody, I didn't want to be in that situation, and then you're still lying to me. So I just both was basically, because I wasn't going to go back and circle back to PR, because that's just the type of person I am. Like, I'm not going to be basically crawling on my knees, my hands and feet, coming back to you. Like, there was just this reason why it didn't work out at the time. I should have went with him, but I decided to stick with Devon because we just was together for a longer or whatever. So at this point, I just cut both of them off. I was like, whatever. So getting back, so now Tasha is like messaging everybody in the Miami group chat saying, okay, like, we're gonna be doing this. This is the list. This is what everybody has to bring to the Airbnb. This is how much it's gonna cost. I'm gonna need everybody's payment by like the end of June or something like that. Now, mind you, I already seen the list. I seen what I had to bring, and I know how much money was gonna be for the Airbnb. But I noticed that there was only like rooms for like 3 people or 4 people or something like that.